What's going on? It's your dog Artman Boxing. Man, tonight is a special night, and I'm back with another boxing conversation. You know, Porter versus Crawford, Crawford versus Porter, dog versus dog. We gonna talk about it, man. It's about to happen. All I know is it's about to happen. I'm very excited. The fans are excited. It's like all the talk, all the is he fighting good welterweight? When he gonna step his resume? All that talk is going to end tonight. Hopefully, our brother Bud Crawford answers the questions, or our brother Sean Porter shocks the world. Man, this is gonna be a good one. I don't have a dog in this fight. You know, even though I'm picking Bud, I'm not counting Porter out. I'm not going to be one of them dudes that's out here because they are saying that. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's going to get stopped. He's going to get dropped. He's going to get wobbled. All this shit. But my dude, Cowardello says, Bud by decision. It's going to be a damn scrap. A good scrap. Says, salute Art and the fam. Yeah, let everybody know that we on here cooking, man. Yeah, let me let everybody know we in here cooking. Cause shit is about to get real. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. And I ain't doing too much. Let me go ahead and let everybody know we are here live cooking right now. I did do this on short notice, so bear with me. Give me just a second. Many. Hey, that trailer for the fight is just like, yo, who all seen that trailer? Because that trailer for the fight just got me fucking hyped, dude. I even said it. I said one of the best boxing trailers I've seen in a minute, yo. Real shit. One of the best trailers I've seen in boxing in a while. Yep. Man, we just got so much shit going on. Let me let my niggas know we on here cooking. But I'm liking that fight so far, dude. Porter is a dog. We all know he's a dog. We all know that what he's capable of. But this fight around, he says he's willing to turn it up even some more. He's willing to put the pressure on Bud, make sure he ain't going nowhere. He said he's gonna make that man feel totally uncomfortable in tonight's fight. He's gonna put it on him. He's not playing no games. He just not. You know what I'm saying? One thing I like about Porter is that he'll come into the weigh-in smiling, press conference laughing at your joke. You trying to embarrass him, clown him, or whatever. But when it comes to fight night, when he's in that ring, you looking at a whole nother animal. He ain't playing no games when it comes to this boxing shit, man. Neither is Bud, dude. And I feel like that's why this what makes this fight very intriguing is that neither of these guys have quit in them. Neither of these guys are British teeth boxers. You know what I'm saying? They here to stay. They ain't here to give up, quit, none of that shit. Somebody's getting laid the fuck out tonight, dude. I have a good feeling it's gonna be a great fight. I'm ready. I'm most definitely ready. Let me go ahead and send this link out to my dude real quick. Hold on. It's gonna be a good fight. A lot of people. One thing I did notice though, a lot of people they feeling like Porter's gonna win, but they not being public about it. I've been having a lot of conversations with people on the low, and they've been on some, Bud's good, but we never really seen him get tested like a Sean Porter would test him. But my thing is just like, dude, if you're rolling for Porter, just go ahead and say it. Stop being scary, dude. A lot of these dudes, man, I'm telling you, if Porter win, some of these dudes gonna pop up with some betting slips and say, "Oh man, I always knew Porter was gonna win." Or a lot of these dudes they betting on the low, on the real low. So it's all good, man. I understand. Nobody wants to go out there and look like somebody who gets fight predictions wrong. Well, I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, it's boxing. None of these boxers are paying us. So, I mean, let's keep it 100. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. Um, Terrence Crawford, dude, he's a switch hitter, man. How do you train for a switch hitter? Do you spar a guy who's orthodox and then you take a little break and you throw in a guy who's southpaw? Like, how do you do that? Or how do you prepare for a guy like Sean Porter who's going to come at you from all angles? You know, the minute that you think he's done throwing his punches, nah, he's still coming at you. How do you deal with a guy who has that amount of pressure on you? That's just not easy, man. But one thing I do have to say is I agree that this is a 50-50 fight. I don't think this is an easy fight for Bud Crawford, and I damn sure don't think this is an easy fight for Porter. Not at all. Um, I think the winner, the way Porter can win this fight is to do what he's been saying, which is make Crawford feel very uncomfortable, pushing him on the ropes, banging him up to the body, up top, getting out of the way of his jab. Don't put the fight in the middle of the fucking ring. Actually, when it comes to fighting Bud Crawford, he's very smart, dude. His IQ's on another level when it comes to this boxing shit. It's like I feel like when you get to a certain level in boxing, when you've been boxing so many hours and training, and when you're such a smart guy like Bud in there, I feel like it becomes second nature where subconscious you do all the right things. You do all the right things, like you know when to throw the jab, you know when to step back, you know when to feint, you know when to slip. You know, I feel like it's all second nature with Bud Crawford, and I feel like he embodies boxing. He is what you call a superior boxer, supreme athlete. But Sean Porter is what you call a dog, a prime dog, an athletic dog, a motherfucker who's not sitting, who's not coming to lay down, a guy who actually wants to win, a guy who wants to be three-time champion. You know, if Porter wins, dog, he is a three-time welterweight champion. Oh my God, he has to be on the pound for pound list. My brother said, if Porter wins this fight, he automatically becomes number one pound for pound. He don't give a fuck. And I said, you know what? I like that energy too because I rate Bud Crawford very high. So if Porter can get the job done, man. One thing I suggest that Crawford do is don't fall for the trick bag, man. Don't fall for the trick bag. And I feel like a lot of people know what I'm going to say. The trick bag is him going into the fight, doing well, and then Porter knocks him off his game, and he feels like he has to go out there and do the same thing Porter's doing. He got to go out there and swing for the fist. He got to go out there and throw left, right hooks to the top, to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and make it a dog fight and say, you know what, fuck the game plan. I'm going to outdog him. I feel like if he does that, he's going to lose because I honestly believe that Porter is the stronger fighter. Not saying that he has more power, but I feel like he's the stronger fighter. I feel like he's the more athletic fighter. And I feel like he is the stronger fighter. I don't know if I said that already, but yeah, I feel like he's the stronger fighter. What I mean by that, I feel like he's strong enough to push Bud on the ropes. I feel like he's strong enough to manhandle Bud. Bud did come in a little slim enough in the weigh-in. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he had the skeleton face, but it was looking like it a little bit, yo. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't want to hear, oh man, I had a little trouble making the weight, or I don't want to hear that type of talk after the fight, man. I'm hoping for a very good fight with no excuses afterwards. I just want the shit to be great. Uh, my dude said if Bub win, I hope he do a 180 on what he's been saying about Errol and give us a sign that he wants to make it. But one can only hope. A chaotic sport, yeah. One can only hope in this chaotic sport. But speaking of the welterweight king, Errol Spence, the motherfucking Truth Jr., he is in Vegas right now. He in Vegas right now. He's in Vegas right now. And best believe he is going to this fight. Best believe he's going to this fight, man. Can you imagine that? Errol Spence Jr. jumping in the ring after the fight? Man, say my dude Lex, he hates it. He always says, man, fuck all that. Don't give Top Rank no shine. Don't give Top Rank cameras no type of shine. I get it, but dude, this is boxing. I don't care if it's on PBC or Top Rank or whatever. I just want to see a great fucking fight. And if Errol Spence goes in there and shows his face tonight and says, I want you next, fucking tune up to whoever the winner may be, I'm all for it, dude. I definitely am. It's gonna be a good one though, man. Like, hold on. Let's get this shit, man. Said Bud finna be out after this. Bud, I heard Bud aligning himself with a certain character that resides in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia or whatever. Not Saudi Arabia, Dubai. So I don't know. I don't know what Bud's gonna do after this fight. All I know is for sure is that they saying that this is his last contractual fight. Yeah. Yeah. Man, hey, he said Crawford knocks out Sean. I'm putting him pound for pound. He's already my pound for pound number one. But if he knocks out Sean Porter, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no fucking Canelo versus Mobutu after this shit, dog. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. Said Kinahan, yeah, I heard that he's in line with that guy, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, but I heard that he's messing with that guy, which I feel like is not a good idea. But he's a grown ass man. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. Hopefully, we get this fight with Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence says he doesn't want to tune up next, but me as a big Errol Spence fan, I honestly believe he needs to take at least one tune up, dude. Because if I don't want you to go in there and fight Bud, and if something happens to you, you lose. I don't want people to say, he had a long layoff and this and that. I don't want to hear that. So I suggest Bud go fight Okapo again or some shit. Okapo versus Spence too. Something. Give him a little light, a little light touch. Ooh. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I'm ready. Said Daniel Kinahan is advising Bud. Yeah, I heard that, man. I heard that. So Bud automatically go win because he got DK in his corner. Man, fuck that guy, dude. Real shit, man. That guy, he be putting he put things in position, man. He put shit in position, man. Who's gonna advise him to that Al Heyman bag? Man, look at Canelo. I don't know why Canelo don't want to continue fighting on PBC. I have a good feeling that Mumbutu, whatever the fuck that guy name is, he fighting that guy on the zone, dude. Because I'm not buying that shit on pay-per-view to see that shit. How did Canelo go from this great fucking fight with Caleb Plant? You know what I'm saying? It's not the best, but it was very good when it comes to like the theatrics and promoting the fight and how much money accumulated from the fight. I don't see how he can go from that to fighting Mobutu back on the zone, dude. That shit is fucking ridiculous. That shit's ridiculous. But did y'all guys catch Andre's performance last night? For a guy they call boring, Andre's fight was pretty entertaining last night. Said, what's up, Art Man? Bro, what's up? Shout out to my folks in the UK, man. I know y'all staying up real late. I know y'all staying up real late to watch this fight. But Boo Boo made a statement, yo. Like I said, man, for a guy that you guys call boring, he had a very exciting fight to me. I love that fucking that left shot. It was like, dude, it's like, dude, I love the way he set that shit up. Like, dude was leaning towards this way, and he thought Andre was gonna come with a right, and Andre fucking hit him with that right up top to the left. That shit said, oh, right on the middle of his face. That motherfucker said quickly said, oh, and dropped straight to the floor. He couldn't get back up from that shit. It was just like too much for his ass, man. It was just, you can just tell the skill level is real high. It's real high. And man, watching that fight last night made me come up with some real good points that I posted on Twitter. I had the people talking, man. Real shit. Look, I'm gonna go to one of the tweets I said earlier today. It was about not Bud Crawford, Boots and Andre. Yeah, I said, hear me out, y'all. I said, why don't people use the resume talk to keep Boots away from Bud and Spence? When it comes to Andre, resume is the number one. Hold on, let me reread that shit. I says, why don't people use the resume talk to keep Boots away from Bud and Spence? But when it comes to Andre, resume is the number one reason why he don't deserve a Canelo fight. We all know stylistically that both these brothers are real good fighters, but fans pick and choose when they want to use politics. Like when it comes to Boots, they want Boots in there with Bud right now. They want Boots in there with Spence right now. And they say he can beat him right now. They ain't talking about who he beat. They ain't talking about none of that. Bro, none of the how many tickets he sell, if he had a tough, they don't care about none of that shit. They want him right in there with Errol Spence. But when it comes to Andre, a champion, a guy who's already a champion in two weight classes, undefeated, you're telling me that you had to put a microscope to that guy's fucking resume and just eye it and say, you know what? I don't like the way he looked in 1.39 seconds in round in fight number 20 that he had. I don't like that. I didn't like how he did this in this fight. I don't like how he just dismantled quickly. It's just bullshit. When it comes to Canelo and Andre, you guys want to use the boxing politics and say, oh, I hate boxing talk politics. Why can guys just fight the best fight the best? Y'all are very hypocritical. How can you say all of that and then go on to saying, oh, well, because of politics, he doesn't deserve a fight? Like, that's some bitch made shit. It really is. Who the fuck has Mobutu fought to fight Canelo? Oh, it's for the legacy, nigga, legacy my fucking ass. Who the fuck you think you are, Jay-Z, nigga? Legacy, man. Get the fuck out of here. Says, salute art, man. Shout out to my dude, Richie Rich. Said, Andre calls out the realistic odds Eddie clowns around. Americans should avoid Hearn. Whole lot of problems for Boo Boo causes with these other fighters. It's always you gotta fight somebody. Say you Americans need to put the pressure on Maul to fight Boo Boo, man. Both champions, both belt holders. Fight needs to happen at 160 to unify the titles. Yeah, we want to see that fight too, but to keep it 100, I want to see Charlo versus Andre, but if I can get an Andre versus Triple G fight first, I would like that better. I most definitely would. Because I want to see that style. I want to see the American style against the Eastern, whatever the fuck he's from, Kazakhstan style, the big drama show. I want to see that fight because y'all say that guy is the best fighter in the world or one of the best fighters in the world. Y'all ranked him higher than motherfucking y'all ranked the motherfucker higher than Roy Jones Jr. ESPN did. So yeah, I want to see Andre against that because it would be more shocking than an Andre versus Charlo because y'all don't rate Charlo high. Y'all don't say Charlo's this. Y'all say Charlo's whack. He had troubles with Montiel. So why would I want to see that? Why would I want to see a fight that y'all niggas been fucking clowning all fucking for the past couple of years? Why would I want to see a fight between two guys that y'all say is whack and don't deserve a Canelo fight? Why would I want to see that? Yeah, but look, thank you for telling me that the fight's on, man. Because now I'm gonna turn this shit to a motherfucking fight party. So Dogbo versus Diaz. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like the way Navarrete did his ass, man. Navarrete did his ass motherfucking dirty, boy. He did him dirty. So I'm glad to see that he's still coming back from the shit. To be honest, I thought Top Rank would have, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Top Rank would have kicked Buddy to the curb because you know how they get down. You know how Top Rank do. But so far, this Dog Boy, he looking straight. I mean, I'm catching it at round 8, so I don't know. He still look like he got a little energy in him. You know what I'm saying? But let me check out these chats. Said Munguia could have been fought him too, been his Mando for a minute. Andre beats Munguia and Triple G. That's facts. You know what I said too, man? You know what I said last night? I said, who the fuck has Canelo beat that Andre can't beat? Please tell me. Please tell me. Who has Canelo beat that Andre can't beat? Go down, list them. Fucking Chavez Jr., Andre will slaughter him. Rocky Fielding, Andre will slaughter him. Avni Yildirim, what? Avni, man, he shouldn't even show up to the damn fight. Pull a Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders, well, we already know with Billy Joe Saunders. He ain't want to show up. You know what I'm saying? He dodged the bullet. He took the nasal spray and said he's not showing up. So, fuck that. Who else? Plant. That's probably the toughest fight, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I feel like Andre has a style that will beat Plant style, most definitely. If Canelo can break through that Philly shell without even doing much besides stalking him down, Andre will most definitely hit him with some overhand lefts and rights that will fucking break the guard of that Philly shell, most definitely. Said Canelo has a Mickey Mouse legacy. His resume is full of old legends. Failed with Floyd and paper champs with clown shit, rehydration clause or whatever. Like, and then what's so crazy is why is it that Canelo going up to a weight class, but we already picking Canelo to win? You know why? Because we already know the type of stipulations Canelo gonna have this guy on. Canelo gonna have, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if Mobutu can't weigh more than 190 pounds on the fight. The fuck? Canelo gonna come in that shit a smooth 185, probably rehydrate to like 190. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and fucking knock out this big ass African. His head already fucking round and shit. He just gonna knock that shit over, bro. Have y'all seen that dude's head? His head looked like a fucking brick. And somebody said, "Hey, Art man, you ain't never seen him fight before." I said, "Yes, I have seen him fight. I seen him fight on the Yard card, the Yard versus Kovalev. I seen that. His head shape is a shape that you cannot forget. So yes, I have seen this motherfucker fight. But yeah, who you want to see Tank fight after Cruz? After Cruz, I want to see Tank versus like a Regis Prograis or a fucking a Keith Thurman, Teofimo Lopez if he doesn't get stopped by George Kambosos. Or I like to see to be honest, I really want to see Gervonta Davis fight at 140. I want to see him continue fighting at 140. 135 is cool, but I think he will fit at 140. That would be dope as fuck. Can you imagine Josh Taylor versus fucking Gervonta Davis? That shit would be fucking crazy, though. I would love to see that shit. Said legacy is just an excuse. Yeah, of course it is. Because if you want a real legit legacy, if you want to talk about legacy, man, look, let me tell y'all something. I was born in 95. I watched the fight that happened in 1993. a couple days ago. And the fight was Chavez Sr. versus Pernell Whitaker. I watched that fight, right? And I'm like, yo, this is nothing new. Like, I mean, people watch it today and probably think this is something new, but this ain't nothing new. The American style, slick boxer style versus the come forward Mexican style, pressure fighter style. Man, the American style is like that fight's kryptonite. That style's kryptonite, straight up, because Pernell Whitaker was putting it on him, dude. And I'm like, yo, it's not even like close. But they robbed the dude, said it was a fucking draw or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this. Canelo, if you want a legacy, what you should do, nigga, you should go ahead and pick up the torch from Chavez Jr. and all that. Senior and all that. And say, you know what? I'm going to be the Mexican from Mexico that beats the black American fighters, the undefeated ones in the prime. I'm going to beat them. And I'm going to show you guys that I'm the best. And I'm not, even though I come from that cloth of the Cesar Chavez and the Juan Marquez's and all that, I'm going to beat these fighters. I'm going to show you guys that my country, I represent my country and I can beat the American style. But he's not doing that shit. Instead, he's fighting all these other fucking guys off the list and saying, oh, I'm the greatest. Nah, you're not the greatest. You're not the greatest. Not at all. Not even by a long shot. Man, not when fights like Porter versus Crawford is coming on in the next fucking hour or so. Hell no. What the fuck? No way in hell you gonna tell me you the best fighter when I got fights like that coming up. You about to fight fucking Princess Zamunda. Nigga, please. And you got Carter with Peds. And people say, oh, Art-Man, you hate Canelo. I don't hate Canelo. But I hate that y'all call him the best fighter in the world. Because if you call him the best fighter in the world, a nigga like me is gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, hold on, man. There's several great fighters. Not even, not all of them black, but there's a lot of great black fighters. There's some good fucking European fighters. There's some good Mexican fighters. There's some, But to say this guy is the best out of all the fighters, out of the whole roster of boxing, get the fuck out of here. Hell no. Hell no. Hate me what you can say what you want, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I like Boots style more than I like Canelo style. I ain't saying that, Canelo, Boots will beat up Canelo or nothing like that, but I'm just saying I like that style better. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. So, I want to see Andre versus GGG because I want Andre to have 3 belts. Facts. Y'all bringing up Charlo. Y'all should say Triple G should fight me or Marauder should fight me. Y'all should say Triple G and Marauder should fight Andre because that would be the bigger achievement, right? Don't you guys care about belts? Don't y'all care about belts? Oh, no, y'all only care about belts when it comes to fucking Canelo. Say he got an African head. I don't know. It's more than just an African head. That shit look like he got, like his head got fucking stung by bees. Like he was sleeping and the nigga just came with a whole beehive and just wrapped that shit on that motherfucker's head and just ran out the room and locked the door or some shit and let his ass get stung. His head just looked fucking swollen, bro. Says salute Art, man. Yeah, we in here just cooking up, man. Ozzy Dalbo, he's looking like he's doing pretty good. I ain't watched the early round, so I don't know what they're gonna do. But yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. But when it comes to Canelo though, in this Mobutu situation, I'm not really surprised because I recall a time where say you're gonna do a watch party or no, I might as well. I'm just chilling. I'm watching the fight right now. I already got the shit loaded up on my iPad. I'm just chilling. I'm watching it right now. I might as well, right? I ain't doing shit else. But yeah, Dog Boy looking good. He looking good, man. Damn, he's swinging wild. He missed like a motherfucker. Yeah, but shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Bud versus Porter, dude. That shit is gonna be a monster, dude. It'll be crazy if fucking Bud go out there and sleep him in the first round. But hopefully, I ain't gonna lie. I want to see later rounds of action. I don't want to see the fight be stopped in the first 3 rounds. I want to see some fucking. I want to see a night of excellent boxing. Yeah, I want to see a night of excellent fucking boxing. Said if Eddie can't get Andre unification, I want to see Mungia versus Andre. No excuses for Mungia. How can you fight Andre when he was a 154 champion and it's in their rules? Like, yeah, like straight up, like it don't make any sense. How do you go from being a champion at 154 with that belt, right, the WBO, then go up and weight, and they tell you, hey man, you the mandatory to this guy, like you can become the same champion you was in that weight class. You can become that champion in this weight class. All you gotta do is just beat this guy that all the fans say that is boring. So you should try to do interviews with boxers and coaches. I think it helped the channel grow even faster. Yeah, I could. I don't really even do interviews like that. Shit, my name's staying this way. Y'all get used to it. Hey man, somebody asked me today for some commission work to draw Canelo as a duck. And I was like, yo, that's wild. Like, that's what you want? I didn't turn him down. But I was just like, maybe later. I'm a little busy right now. But yeah, people coming at Canelo hard. Man, I've been hearing the fans come at Canelo real hard, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. It's not like he's a terrible fighter, but his actions is making people upset because you can't call this guy the best in the world. And then he's fighting guys like Mobutu at rehydration clauses and shit. And he knows that I got some power. So there won't be any surprises in terms of the way he's going to prepare for me. Contacted Terrence 2 years ago. He didn't want to fight Sean. He was contacted a year ago. Told Sean, well, I got a couple other things going on. If things don't work out, I'll give you a call. He never gave us a call. He don't want this fight. What? Y'all hear the pops? He said the fight is here, but Crawford, he never really wanted to fight. Like, we called the nigga. We said, hey, man, you want to fight us? And he said he has some other things going on. Exchange of sportsmanship between Barry Hunter, who is the trainer of Isaac Dante, and Christopher Diaz, as both fighters going over and greeting the opposing corner. Two of the most likable guys that we have covered in recent years of the sport. Took the words out of my mouth. The decisions and strategic ways miss me with that shit. And it's like, who said, bro, like I said, I'm not surprised when it comes to this Mobutu shit because I remember a time where Charlo beat Hugo Centennial and they said, oh man, he's Canelo's number one mandatory. And I sat there and said, oh shit. Here we go. We got a mandatory going on. Next you know it, some belt that I've never even seen a day in my life, never heard of, day in my life. It just appears out of thin air, called the franchise championship. Called the franchise championship. My boy Isaac Dogbo winning my majority decisions. Good shit, my boy. Good shit. Good shit, my African brother. Good shit. Yeah, and then he got a foundational Black American coach. Yeah, that's the see that's what you're. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. I feel like that's what you do. You get a L, you know what I'm saying? Shit gets tough. What you do, you go find you a great Black American coach. I'm sorry. Triple G did it, right? Everybody does it, bro. Everybody good has done it. If you take an L and you feel like it's due to your training, what you do is go find you a new trainer, and preferably, they pick Black American trainers, man. And I like Barry Hunter. That's one of my favorite coaches, dude. I feel like Barry Hunter is a very underrated coach, and y'all see. Said if Andre was such a horrible fighter, then why don't Triple G, Munguia, Canelo, etc. should cherry pick and get a belt? There's nobody in boxing, Twitter, boxing, Facebook, boxing, Instagram, boxing, YouTube that will sit here and tell you Murata is a tougher fight than Andre. If they do, they're fucking obviously dick riding and they're obviously full of shit. Murata got whooped on by a dude from my city, St. Paul, Minnesota, Rob Brandt. Rob Brandt, real shit. Hold on, where the fuck? Come on, right here. He literally got whooped by a dude from my city, Rob Brandt. Yeah, he came back and won the rematch or whatever, but he still got cooked. And this is the guy Triple G's about to fight. Meanwhile, you have an undefeated champion. I don't even know how long I can keep on saying this shit. I don't know how long I can keep on saying this shit, y'all. But you know what I did? I made it my mission now. I said, you know what? If Eddie Hearn can't get it done with the buzz, the PR for Andre, Matchroom and them, if they can't do it, I might just take in and just promote Andre. You know what I'm saying? Through the waves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they're not even trying. Like if I was the zone, I'd be having Andre everywhere, every fucking where. But they don't. It's like I don't know what they're doing. Said it's crazy. Minnesota's becoming a boxing hub. Yeah, I know, right? It should just kind of happen out of nowhere. Um, the Armory, dude, December 18th. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be snowing, but it's gonna be warm in there because motherfuckers gonna get hit with that heat up in that motherfucker. Real shit. Real fucking shit, man. Minnesota. You know, I actually met a dude from boxing Twitter at a fight here in Minneapolis. Yeah, because Al Heyman and PBC, they putting it together, man. They doing it. They doing it, man. David Morrell versus Fox. What? I don't see that shit. Yeah. So I thought it was a baseball town. Now it's really like a hockey town, to be honest. And the Vikings. But you see my boy Crawford? You see my boy Porter? Damn, these some real good fucking photos, if you ask me. Real clear, crystal clear. Yeah, them brothers in shape. Those brothers are in shape. And they fucking ready, y'all. Look, I said tonight, I said, Porter or Bud Pack? Which pack is getting smoked tonight, man? Damn, Terrence Crawford is trending right now, y'all. I don't understand this quote. He says, Terrence Crawford Canelo made sure he became undisputed. That's motivation to me. Nigga, you was already undisputed. He trying to be like you. Woo. This was a totally outclassed his ass. It had Jeff Horn looking completely stupid. Yeah. Yeah, had that boy looking fucking stupid out here, man.
Break your fucking neck. If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Hey, this nigga Terrence Crawford don't be fucking playing, yo. He said, nigga, I'll break your fucking neck, bro. You fucking tripping.
He is going to save and take a real record right now. Lands a right hand to get out of it. And that's the problem. After it seems like he's done, he lands a big shot. Oh, good body shot. He won't stand more than anything.
Ref, you came in a little bit too late, nigga. Hey, that shit was fun. I'm a train on this shit right here. I like this combo. Look at this shit. Straight to the stomach. Right up top. And you know why he was so easy to do that shit? Because the guy, he knew this motherfucker was not going to keep his hands up. Look at this shit.
But those shots right there, Jim, that knocked him off balance, but that body shot is really what caused the damage. I mean, watch this. That one right there really did everything. I mean, look at those body shots. The head shots are good, but the body shots like that. You see that? That's what takes it out of a fighter.
Ooh.
The most devastating shots in the fight.
No the fuck he, bro. No the fuck he, bro. Nigga, no. Bro, stop it. Please stop it. Please stop it. Please stop it. Bro. 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 Stop it. Please stop it. This guy says Josh Taylor would beat Sean Porter. If that was the case, he would have been a two-time champion. Said if Thurman could beat Porter, Taylor can beat him. Taylor will lose to Thurman. Taylor will fucking lose to Gervonta Davis, bro. Yo. Hold on. Hell fucking nah. But I feel like everybody's just ready for this fight, dog. I know I am. I got good faith that this is gonna be a great fight. People already texting me right now talking about some dude, where you watching the fight at, this and that. I'm gonna be on some straight dolo shit tonight because I gotta sit back and just watch this shit, man. Bro, Haki, bro, just leave me alone, bro. Yo,
Give me a few real quick. Hold on.
look, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I just, I feel like this is gonna be a very great fight. Oh man, what the bro? This shit is so crazy. I'm over here looking at DoorDash to order some food to get some Wingstop delivered to my crib. They talking about $10 delivery fee. Boy, stop. But that shit do look good though. 62 minutes delivery time? Fuck no.
Yo, can you hear me, G?
Yeah.
Man, what you doing? DoorDash, you said?
Yeah, I was on DoorDash about to get some Wingstop, but that shit said $10 delivery fee, nigga, on top of the food charge with the tax.
Yeah, man, DoorDash be trying to rob. Nigga, I don't even like using DoorDash no more. I just take the L and go pick that shit up.
Oh shit.
My bad. I want to switch from the phone to the laptop. So let's be honest. You think GGG gonna fight Andre?
Fuck no.
I don't see it either, man. The zone literally had to put a gun to that man's head.
Bro, he not doing that shit, bro. I don't blame him, but it's like, bro, like, nigga, don't ever talk about legacy, none of that shit no more.
Is you you won't
That
even
you
bring
see, you
that
gotta put
man
a
up,
gun
bro.
to that nigga head, bro. Because at this age, I don't give a fuck. This nigga Triple G will get starched by fucking what's his name?
Yeah, I think so. I think like during the time he was fighting Canelo and stuff, I feel like he could have beat him. He had a chance to beat all these dudes. Now I like he really just like the easiest champion to beat, probably.
Yeah,
shit. Is a fight not so? Why is my ESPN not working?
Cause you know it does that long ass break.
Okay, I'm like, ESPN not working.
They always do that shit.
Hey, bro, I think I found the cheat code because last time when I ordered one, I wasn't gonna buy it at first, but then like midway through the card, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it because I don't want to watch this shit in a week. I bought it and like I want to watch it again, so I'm checking for it on my thing. I can't find it, so I end up calling. They're like, yeah, we ain't got no history. You buying that shit? I'm like, oh shit. So if I buy the motherfucking card midway through, it's damn near free. They don't even take my money.
Dude, I'll never forget the time that I fucking we were trying to buy fucking it was I don't know what I think it was a Javante Davis fight. And my pops, I don't know, the TV wasn't working for like Showtime wasn't working. So I was like, he was like, fuck it, just buy it on your phone. Tell me why I ended up buying that shit on my phone so we can mirror it off my phone. And then all of a sudden his shit ended up working and he bought it too. And we just sat there and just both had two fucking Javante Davis fights, just $75 a pop.
Damn.
And I'm just sitting here like, bro, I could have just kept that fucking money, bro. Why the fuck would I do that shit? But it is what it is.
You heard he changed trainers?
Yeah, yeah, he did. Who changed trainers? Andre?
Nah, Davis. He ain't with Calvin Ford no more.
I didn't hear that, but I see he's with Barry Hunter more.
Yeah.
Barry Hunter's an excellent trainer. I've been trying to tell people. I was just talking about it earlier in the live.
He could trainer. So I'm wondering, like, is he gonna be exclusively with Barry Hunter, or like they gonna be like co-training him and Calvin Ford and stuff like that?
I think he just, to be honest, I just feel like Tank is at a mode where he's just like, he's just good, dude. Like he really don't even need and I ain't saying he don't need a trainer, but it's like where he's like already he could beat the average guy, the guy he's fighting, like without really like instructions, if that makes sense. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
if do you remember the time where Floyd Mayweather was fighting? I think he was fighting Canelo or
Yeah.
whoever he was fighting, where he was like his pops was trying to talk to him, trying to tell him what to do. And he was like, basically like, nigga, I don't need to, bro. I really don't need to hear anything. I know what the fuck I need to do. You know what I mean? I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Davis is at a certain level where he can really do it on his own. Not saying he don't need them, but he has that boxing IQ to get it alone. Like kind of like, did you watch the little interview with Shakur and Herring when they did
Yeah.
like a little like Greek where they were talking to each other face to face?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember Shakur said something like this. He said, "Man, when it comes to me, like, no, when it comes to you hearing, you need your corner, like Bo Mack and them, to give you some instructions to tell you what to do in the fight. But when it comes to me, it's like I know what I have to do off the top of the dome. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
Yeah, some fighters got it, some fighters don't. You think Javante Davis can beat Shakur Stevenson?
Nah.
See, see,
Nah,
see what I'm
I don't,
talking about?
I don't see. I
Why
really,
is that? Who has Shakur Stevenson beat?
but it's just I don't really
I
see
just playing. I don't give a fuck who he
nobody.
beat. But
I
I
don't
know what
think
you're
the
saying.
person
It's
who's
like
gonna
his
beat
style.
him enter boxing yet. That's what I don't think the person who's gonna beat Shakur Stevenson is boxing yet.
Yeah, I just got me some different wings. Yeah, I can't wait for this. Hey, DoorDash funny as hell. They talking about, do you want your dasher to stop at Walgreens? Nigga, what?
For what?
Hey, nigga, get some condoms on your way here. Nah, real. That's how they be running up the check. But I see them rich niggas just be doing that shit. Fuck, I'm gonna just ball out. Spend 70 on fucking 100 on fucking DoorDash just for a burger.
Right, man. They be having some weird shit, some shit over here. A burger place I ain't never heard of. Like motherfucking burgers are like minimum $15 without the fries. I'm like, God damn, who the
Yeah, and that like, bro, what type of gourmet burgers you niggas think y'all got?
fuck?
The
This shit
fuck?
looks
What you mean
sloppy as
$15?
hell.
Yeah, there's a restaurant just like that out here in Minnesota where they just charge you that much for a fucking burger, and then you gotta pay extra for a small little cup of fries. It'd be a cup of fries. Should be like $6 on the bill. Shit, crazy as hell.
Yeah, they be tripping and shit like that. I don't know. And then
Yeah, everybody
I
at
don't
this.
like Five Guys. To me, Five Guys nasty. I don't see why everybody's so hyped on that shit.
I don't like people's burgers where it be kind of flaky at the top because you left it on the grill too long or the grill ain't all the way clean. I don't like that shit. I like burgers that's like nice and well, not pink as hell in the middle. Dude, let me tell you, nigga. Let me tell you a story. When I went to Job Corps out here, right? They had us volunteering at this like top of the line golf place. Barack
Mm-hmm.
Obama was there. All types of shit. I think Michael Jordan was there too. But they had us working, making like burgers for people. You know, the rich white people there.
Right.
Bro, I'm over here on the grill making these burgers, right? You know, I'm making this shit like, you know what I'm saying? Cooking it, making sure it's done. You know what I'm saying? Tell me why the head chef came back and said, hey, man, y'all cooking these burgers too well done. They like it red in the middle, rare in the middle. I said, what? Nigga, I'm telling you, I made a burger so damn pink in the middle, bro. Bro, I felt so bad for whoever ate that shit, but that's just what the fuck they wanted, man. That shit is disgusting. Do you eat burgers like that?
Hey, man, I don't even know how to cook shit like that, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, the chef really came back and said, hey man, y'all cooking it too well. Make that shit rare, nigga. Like, what?
Man, I used to work at this place called Cooper's Hawk, man. Now I remember one of the chefs, he was always coming. He was on sautés, he did the steaks and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he had made a steak and sent it out, and the dude sent it back to my, hey man, yeah, it ain't rare enough for me. So dude made him another one. He sent that shit back too to my, that ain't rare enough for me either. Dude, like, what the fuck he want me to do? Send it to him uncooked? So he fried that bitch 30 seconds on each side and gave it to him. The motherfucker ate it. I'm like, what, you nasty?
That is disgusting. And they really do that shit though. They really do that. Like, look, I got another one too. I worked at the fair, the state fair, just because, like, okay, let me do a little state fair, quick little extra cash. They got us making like pulled pork nachos, right? Bro, I'm cooking this nasty ass pork. The dude tell me just like the other place, oh, you making it too well done. And this time around, I'm like, bro, this is pork. You already not supposed to be eating it, and then you want to eat it undercooked, bad. I was like, you know what? This is what they want, man. I was giving pink ass nachos, bro. Pulled pork nachos. They was eating that shit. I'm like, yo, you niggas gonna be waking up with worms in your stomach.
I can't do pork, bro. I lied like my whole life. My mom did not let us eat that shit, bro. Like never did. I never ate that shit until I like got out of got from under my mama's roof, and I ate that shit, and that shit had me gaining hella weight fast as hell. I'm like, I can't eat this shit.
I don't
Yeah.
eat that shit at all. I don't even eat eggs.
Yeah, when you don't eat that shit, and you actually eat this, like, cause I stopped and I like actually ate some shit, and like my stomach was hurting, my head was hurting. I'm like, I fucked around and ate some pork. I know whenever like some pork is in my fucking food because my body don't feel right.
Yeah, my girl said the same thing because she don't eat eggs no more too. and she tried to eat a little egg sandwich. She said she ate that shit. She felt sick the whole entire day. I'm like, yeah. But let me not get to kill the viewers' vibe because they be like, oh, nah, I like me an egg sandwich. But my dude, Trap Media, says the ring is way too small. Top Rank already on some bullshit already.
How's you, man? My shit is not going through yet. How's he watching it? Let me try again.
He probably talking about earlier. Oh, yeah, no, it's on.
All right, let's send it up to our queen. Thank you very much,
My dude said Crawford in 11. Said Josh Taylor loses to Sean Porter. Facts.
I just don't see it. I can't see him
Nigga, I
losing
see
to
it, bro. I feel like y'all rate Josh Taylor a little too high for my liking.
It's
Yeah,
just
he's undisputed, but I'm still looking at styles.
yeah, his style matches well with Porter's. My thing is Regis Progress hits harder than Porter, so I don't think Porter can hurt him and stuff like that. And I think Taylor has better feet than Thurman. He has a better IQ than Thurman. He boxes better than Thurman. I can see him beating Porter.
I don't know about that. I feel like the pressure is too much for Taylor, and it's gonna be too much for him to handle. He barely kept little Regis Prograis off of him. I feel like it'll be more of like he'll look like Paulie Malignaggi on them fucking ropes getting mauled to death, bro. But I'm over here watching Sean Porter in the dressing room. Brother got his wedding ring on, you know what I'm saying? He looking real chill. Man, like, I'm actually proud of him though. I'm proud of Sean Porter because it's just what he wanted, man. It's just a fight that he wanted. Like, bro, to go from fighting Errol Spence, now you're fighting Bud Crawford. Like, what the fuck? That's lit, man. Like, a lot of fighters don't get that opportunity. Sean Porter has an opportunity that Boots want right now. Boots wish he fought Errol Spence and fucking Formella, then Bud Crawford. Man.
You know who I feel bad for? I
Ooh,
feel bad for Gugas because he got to fight Stanionis, and that's gonna be a tough ass fight for him. And he got to
I
go
hope
to
that fight's here in
Utah.
Minneapolis on some just random shit.
You think so?
I said I hope it is.
He fights there a lot.
I mean, Staniosis fought here. His last fight was here. I see Staniosis in person fight. I see them fight live. He fought Collazo. It was on that Fox Maestro fucking. He was actually a headliner. Staniosis versus fucking Collazo. Said Boots got to stop ducking Blair. You know what? Know what I said? You know what I said? I said Boots can afford to fight somebody like Blair. There should be no reason why he should. Not like he about to fight a champion next or a number one top contender. So he might as well fight Blair. Make it a lit social media fight so we know who y'all are. Because, see, like, sometimes I wish that, like, I was working. Because you know how y'all like to say PBC and all that? Sometimes I wish I was working with the PBC or working with DAZN or whatever. Not to say I want to be aligned with them, but saying that I want to help promote their fighters because I feel like they're doing it the wrong way. Like Boots, you can instantly make Boots into a guy that's relevant in the community. You know how? Get him that fight with Blair. And I know people can be like, this doesn't mean nothing. It's not like it's going to get a title. Nah, who gives a fuck? Because it's going to be lit. The trash talking, the viral moments, and the knockout. The impressive knockout after all the trash talking. That right there is going to get you a lot of spins on YouTube, all that shit. And it's going to get people watching you and all that. Then next you know it, people want to see your next fight. Not just the hardcore boxing fans, the casual fans. Do you know they still spinning that video of Ryan Garcia versus some no-name dude, but the no-name dude was all in his face and shit?
Right.
They still spinning that video, bro. Should be having like 10 million views. And that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, there's certain things that you can do to build up Andre, too. Don't get him the Canelo fight. Shit, find him somebody else.
If I'm Android, when Charlo didn't fight Benavidez, I would have looked for that fight. Oh yeah, I'll fight Benavidez.
I'll go fight Benavidez. Go fight Benavidez next. At 168. Say I really want to fight Canelo. I'll fight Benavidez. So are they going to make Canelo vacate? Because what is he going to go from 190 and then drop back down to 168?
I don't know what they're going to let him do. My question is, when is he planning on fighting the dude?
In May, Cinco de Mayo.
That's too far away. I feel like for a fight like this should be like December, January.
Canelo said he want to let his body rest because he just had a long 11 months fighting 4 tough top contenders and a champion. Canelo, you know, he had such a hard time fighting Yildirim. He needs to let his body rest.
Every year he fights in May, and I feel like for him, like May is like Canelo month. So I feel like
he hasn't really fought in May in a long time, though.
Yeah, and it should be against a fighter that people want to see him fight,
like David Benavidez. Like, what the fuck? Nobody.
I have no problem with this fight. I have no problem with this fight. I think it's cool, but I wasn't asking for it. Like I truly didn't even think it would happen and shit like that. It wasn't even like a fight that could have been made.
Like, there's literally nobody that can tell you right now that
they predicted this.
If you had like a list of fights for Canelo, like Bivol, Beterbiev, Charlo, Andre, Benavidez, and Makabu was on the list too. Right. Do you think anybody in their right mind would pick Makabu first?
Not at all.
Not at fucking all. And then Canelo tells everybody, I just had a fucking tough 11 months, basically, and I get to do what the fuck I want to do.
But I feel like he has a choice to pick and choose. I feel like he did have, like, he just went through a whole division, so I feel like he can get a gimme fight. He deserves a gimme fight. Like, I feel like there's very few fighters who deserve gimme fights. Like, I feel like after that run Sean Porter went on, Danny Garcia to Ugas to Spence, like, yeah, you deserve a gimme fight. I don't give a fuck who you fight next. I'm not gonna criticize you. I feel like that for Canelo. I feel like that for Josh Taylor. I don't feel like that.
Josh Taylor need to hurry up and fight fucking Jack Kakarov. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, they do.
Get that shit over with.
Yeah, I think it was planned for December, but I think it was like, I think that fight got pushed back though. It might be like happening like January or something.
Josh Taylor got ill.
Yeah, I don't think it was actually December. I think it was supposed to happen this month, wasn't it?
It was supposed to happen December.
Before the Tank fight, right? I mean, after the Tank fight, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that shit. Because I feel like what Tank and them had planned, they like, okay, so he's moving up to fight Crawford. So when they go vacant, he would automatically become champion and shit like that. But the fight getting pushed back, and I don't think he's moving up to 147 no more. I think he's gonna stay there and wait for Tio. I think he want to fight.
Man, Tio. It would be. I can see Gervonta Davis as the undisputed 140 champion too.
I don't see it.
Not undisputed, not the unified. Because I have a good feeling he'll fight at 140, collecting belts, and then fucking jump to 147.
My question: who will all be at 140? I feel like Haney's on his way up, so I feel like Haney should have been moved up. If I'm being honest, once I figured out T.O. wasn't gonna fight me, I would have moved up. I would have grabbed the WBC belt. That's what I did.
You know what's so funny? What people keep on saying. I'm hearing a lot of fans say things like, why hasn't Gervonta Davis fought? Like, I hear non-black people saying this. Why haven't Gervonta Davis fought a foundational black American fighter? And I'm like, yo, well, he's just pulling the Canelo route.
That's why he pulling the
He don't
Canelo.
want to fight another black fighter.
Yeah.
Let him fight fighters of different nationalities. But doesn't it seem like Gervonta Davis only fights Mexican fighters?
Yeah, I don't know what they think they doing over there. I think they do think they like doing his career like positive, like getting doing it like a positive by only making him fight certain level of fighters and put him in certain fights. But I feel like it's having a negative output on his career and shit
I
like
don't
that.
think so. I think this fight with Cruz is gonna be fucking fireworks because people gonna be like, oh shit, this nigga, because they gonna see Gervonta get hit and banged up for the first time and think, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be fireworks because Gervonta gonna put the lights out on him.
I don't think
He gonna
so.
cut that. He gonna cut that man
People they
water
want
off.
to see him in there with certain fighters. It, even
Yeah,
like my
I
thing
know.
is,
Trust me,
I don't
I
want to.
know. But this,
My
I'm
thing
talking
is,
about the
I know a lot of
style.
people. A lot
I'm
of people
talking
only want
about
to see
because
him
look,
lose. I'm
let me
not
let
one
me
of
let me
those.
tell you. Let me
Huh?
tell you. It don't even matter that he's fighting Cruz. There's people telling me right now, yo, when is Gervonta Davis fighting? Can we get so we can come to the crib for the fight party? That shit is like tradition now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Gervonta Davis fighting is like tradition now within the community, bro. Niggas don't even give a fuck who he fight. They just show up.
Yeah, but I don't think it does his career any great.
You
Like
know who I think he should fight next though?
who?
Josh Taylor
Josh Taylor.
at
I don't.
140.
You think his team would allow that?
If Josh Taylor has a free schedule to fight Gervonta Davis,
I
nigga,
don't think. I don't think Earl would be and
where
Floyd.
did Floyd fight Haddon at?
You said what?
Floyd fought Haddon in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Has Floyd never fought outside the country, has he?
I think he has. I think he has fought in the UK.
Gervonta
Well,
Davis fought in the UK before, right?
I don't follow his career. I don't know. I stopped watching
I could
him
have
like
swore he
a
did.
few fights after
He
Prajaja.
fought that Walsh dude in the UK. I
Who,
think so.
Nico?
I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat.
Hey, it's fought in the UK.
Said what's up in the chat in the LDBC. ARTMANBOXING. Yo, we just chilling, man. I'm just watching this fight. Watching this nigga rip these wild ass body shots.
Yeah, I
Man,
know
I
a
ain't
lot
gonna
of
lie. I
people
kind of
just
feel
want to
bad
see
for
that
my
dude
dude Jamal
lose.
James, bro. What do
I
you
don't
think
want to
about
see him
that Jamal
lose
James
though.
fight?
You said who?
That Jamal James fight.
I thought I knew he would lose. That was just a bad style matchup for him.
I think it was the best. He had it on him, bro, but then that motherfucker started punching him in the back of his head.
Yeah. Well, he went out the head punches. He was gonna tire out. I was already seeing him breathing hard in the corner. He used to like dictating the pace and stuff like that. Like when fighters who like to dictate the pace, you just gotta put it on them for a little bit. They gonna get tired out mid rounds. Oh, America, 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 America. Nah, he purely American. I mean, only had his fights in America.
You know what I don't like?
Hmm.
When Top Rank be borrowing these clips from Showtime and shit to promote it. That shit be blurry as fuck, all out of quality and shit. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I wonder if they pay Showtime for that.
I think they just let them use it.
Yeah.
But you know what fight I really want to see?
Who?
I really want to see Marcus Brown versus Better Beef. That's a fight I'm actually super excited for. On the
Does
low.
that fight have a date yet?
Yeah, it's like December something. I think it's December 18th. And then I'm going to that Morrell fight.
That's out there.
Yeah, Morrell versus what's his face? Morrell versus Fox. I ain't never seen Fox fight before. I've seen his younger brother fight.
Which Fox he fighting?
He fighting the one that's in his weight class.
I don't never seen him fight. I only saw the one who got robbed.
Oh, he fucking this dude up. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be wanting to get in the ring, but I love smoking. chilling too much. And eating the shit I want to eat sometimes. Dude, but I lost a lot of weight doing these boxing workouts, bro. My family think I'm out here smoking crack.
You crazy.
No, seriously, I was just at a funeral today. They talking about some, damn, you lose all this weight, man. What's going on? I'm like, I'm just working out. Like, niggas think when you work out, you just supposed to get bulky and big as hell.
Right.
Boxing workout, boxing training is, I feel like that's the best type of like way to stay in shape. Because there's a lot of cardio and strength and conditioning.
Hell yeah, for real. That's why these boxers in them small weight classes be buff as shit still. Like,
yeah, they be small but buff at the same time.
Right. Yeah, for a motherfucker who like 5'9", 5'10", 147 pounds is not a lot of weight. But these motherfuckers be built buff as hell and shit like that.
Woo! Blazing that nigga head up. Man, I had some good African food this morning.
Like, I saw you eating it, Joe.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people don't even know that's where Mexican rice came from.
I know. A lot of people don't know. And I'm going to keep it 100. I honestly believe like African food and Chinese food are damn near kind of similar. Or Asian food.
Well, you got to remember, rice was exclusively only coming from either Africa or Asia and stuff like that. So any like culture that has a rice dish, they had to like Africans brought that dish over there. That's why like a whole bunch of the rice dishes look alike and shit like that.
Bro, like we can get deep on that shit, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. He said, "What's good? You think you'll run into some haters?" I run into fucking paparazzi, dude. Bro, that shit was. I was just talking to my uncle about that shit when I was at that Wilder versus Fury fight. And somebody took a picture of me, bro. Like, cause I swear it tripped me out. Because look, I was in my hotel room and I went on Twitter and I seen that shit. When I seen that shit, I swear to you, bro, I jumped up and went to my window on some Malcolm X shit, peeping out the window, seeing if a nigga trying to follow me back to the crib or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just to stay vigilant. You never fucking know. Motherfuckers are crazy.
Well, yeah, that shit wild as hell. What the fuck
But I was like, nah, niggas is fucking just weird. But nah, hell no, they don't want to run up on me because, nigga, they be seeing the way I be hitting that fucking bag. I'll fuck one of these dudes up on the real. Yeah. But yeah, I got Crawford doing this thing tonight, y'all.
I'm telling you, man, I think he might get the KO. I think he gonna get the KO.
You think he could? I'm not saying that he can't. Hold on,
Oh, he left out. What's your prediction? Y'all think Crawford gonna get the KO, or he just gonna cruise to it? I mean, was he gonna cruise to a victory, or it's gonna be a tough fight? You know, would it be crazy? Would it be crazy if motherfucking Porter went in there and dominate this motherfucker? I'm talking about knockdown in the first round. Talking about some Ruiz AJ first fight, like he's going in and beat the shit out of Crawford. That shouldn't be wild. If Porter go in there and do, if Porter go in there and do Crawford, how Ruiz did AJ, that should be wild.
You said if what?
If Porter go in there and do Crawford like Ruiz did AJ, bro, boxing Twitter be
bro, boxing Twitter will go fucking nuts. They'll probably blame me. Artman is the reason why Bud lost. Man, shut the fuck up.
Oh shit, man, that should be wild. I don't know if they can take another. I don't know if boxing Twitter can take another top fighter losing.
I ain't gonna lie, that Wilder loss was hard, man. But it wasn't that bad, but it was just like, damn, like we went through all that just for this nigga to lose, man. Shit. But he's still respectable. We still love the brother, most definitely. But But it's just like,
I think
man,
it's
like
easier when you watch a top fighter like get outboxed and shit like that. But when you watch this motherfucker get knocked down and this and that, like that, I was watching that first AJ Ruiz fight, man. That shit was hard. I remember as soon as AJ got the wobbly legs, my motherfucking body got hot, stomach twisted, turned. Motherfucking chest beating hard. I'm standing up watching the rest of the fight
look,
now.
look, when AJ lost, right? When AJ lost to Ruiz, I swear to God, I'm jumping in the chair. I'm like, yo, you can't be fucking serious right now. And then the nigga spit out his mouthpiece. Was like, I was like, yo. But then after a while, I kind of felt bad. I was like, man, it's kind of fucked up. I don't even know how he gonna bounce back from that type of loss, bro.
Man, that shit is. Well, I didn't even want to get on Facebook, man. I got on Facebook, I got like 100 mentions.
Oh, I think you got mentions from me.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
one
like
of them niggas talking shit. I was like, yeah, look at that nigga AJ. Suck, nigga. I was talking all that shit. He a paper champion. I was talking all that shit. But then I realized, like, I don't know. I feel like something funny may have happened. But you know, when Wilder lost that second, it was just so eerie, bro. Shit it just didn't feel right. Like, what the fuck? But now that's just gonna be history. We're gonna be talking about that shit for the next 30 years type shit.
Bro, I remember when I was watching that second Wilder fight with Fury. I was watching it, and I wasn't even a fan of either fighter. I'm like, man, there's no way this shit is going on. Like, why the fuck is this fight looking like this? I'm like, man, he really walking forward trying to knock this nigga out.
Yeah. But you see, in that third fight, it was good, man. That third fight was pretty good. But I was like, dude, they should have waved it off right when that long ass count, man. It was supposed to end like that. Not let this nigga Fury get up and Wilder be fucking totally out of there concussed.
You know, it's crazy. I didn't even notice that the ref had stopped counting and shit like that. I didn't even notice that. I was like watching it. I'm like, damn, he down again. I'm like, damn, one more time, they gonna call it off on your dumb ass. But I remember I was watching the first round. The motherfucking Wilder came out on fire. He was throwing them fucking body shots like crazy.
That's what I was. Look, I was there live watching that shit, right? And I can see it close. And I'm like, bro, Wilder just sticking the body shots. And I'm like, yo, okay, Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Do some of that shit you was doing with Malik Scott, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hit it with the 1-2 up top and then hook to the body type shit. But, you know, I feel like I'm going to keep it 100. I honestly feel like Wilder was doing what he had to do, like hit him into the body, like trying to implement new things. But I feel like after like getting that knockdown and shit like that, he would just revert back to what he already does.
Yeah, that's what I thought he would do too. After that knockdown, I'm like, finna go back to that drawing.
Yeah, like when he got, man, I ain't gonna lie, that first knockdown was bad. I was like, wow. I thought, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. When Fury knocked Wilder down the first time, I thought it was gonna be over right there because I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, let me find out Wilder's punch resistance is fucking terrible now.
Yeah,
because did you see it? Like, he did like an uppercut, and Wilder just like tripped over and just fell over, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
and then Wilder gets up. Wilder gets up under the punch. Where I'm watching that shit. I'm literally watching that shit. Eyes fucking red as hell because I'm in smoking, but I'm watching that shit. Wilder hit this nigga Fury with that right hand. Man, I'm like, yo, it's over, bro. I'm telling you, that's why I feel like that account was too fucking long because I had enough time to get up. That random black nigga.
That knockdown Wilder got on Fury, the first one. Have you ever seen that knockdown in slow motion?
Yeah. Bro, that shit is like the freaking nature shit. Like, it makes me really believe that Tyson Fury was on the performance-enhancing drugs. I don't give a fuck. I honestly believe he was on that shit still. Because ain't no regular human being can take a punch like that where you can literally see the vibrate, you can see the energy transfer from Wilder.
Fist, you can see that shit coming from his ears all the way down to his top of your calves. I'm like, damn.
He punched Fury on like the side of his skull. So like for it to come down like that and it travels and you can see the waves go down his body all the way down to his legs. It's like, man, that motherfucker probably has brain damage. He has to have brain damage. But we'll see. What you think Fury gonna do next? I think he gonna fight Dillian White. But I honestly think like when it comes to that Paffin sports shit, I feel like that's gonna be a big problem when it comes to that fight. Because it's like this. I feel like other entities like Eddie Hearn, he might speak on it even further and say, you know what, we don't approve those gloves. Da 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 da.
Yeah,
Because
you might
I
have to
just
get
felt
that
like
shit in the
why would you
contract.
huh?
You might have to get that shit in the contract.
Yeah, I feel like Eddie Hearn was gonna say something because regardless if anybody believed the cheating or not, them gloves looks hella janky. I don't give a
Right.
fuck with nobody. Bro, them white folks are so cold. They told Tay Jones and them, no matter what Wilder says, we still wearing these gloves. And it's like, why did we even have this meeting? Why did we even have this discussion?
They trying to tell that motherfucker, hey, you gonna wear these gloves or you can pull out.
But you know what? Y'all was right though. I give it to some of the haters and some of the people that was trying to give their criticism and saying things like, why would you fight him if he's gonna cheat again?
That's what I said, bro. I'm like, bro, he say he cheated the first fight, he say he cheated the second fight. What makes you think he ain't gonna cheat the third fight? He's gonna do the same
I don't
exact
know.
shit.
I feel like we was just under the I don't know. Why do we fall for this spell again where we thought everything was gonna be on the up and up again? Nigga, they did it so smooth too this time. They made multiple gloves look exactly the same and all had the same fucked up defects. So regardless which glove Fury wear, it's still gonna have extra fucking the padding's gonna separate.
Mm-hmm.
And then they switched the referee last minute to a referee who already has fucking all types of shit, been suspended, all types of shit. Like, and this ref don't even count. Bro, it's to a point where Fury fans, yeah, they say, yeah, it was a good fight. They don't even deny the long count this fight. They just say, well, Wilder should have went to the neutral corner.
Yeah, shit was
That's
crazy.
how just wicked it was. Like, bro. And
I
then
didn't
on
even notice it. I ain't gonna lie. When he went down, I'm like, damn, he down.
I noticed it
I didn't
because
even
it was
notice
I
the
was
camera.
there. I was like, bro, that shit's a fucking long ass count.
D-Hop, you getting on?
Huh?
Talk to D-Hop. I see him in the chat.
Yeah. He said he won't wear Pfeffer for white.
To
That
be
shit's
honest, I don't think
crazy
he's gonna
though.
fight
Like,
White. He gonna fight. He gonna fight Joe Joyce. Watch.
say he gonna fight Joe Joyce.
Yeah, yep. Joe Joyce is a Frank Warren fighter. Frank Warren, his promoter too. He gonna fight Joe Joyce.
I feel like Karma gonna come to Fury ass. I don't think it's over for him. I don't think it's over. The whole Wilder Fury story. I don't feel like it's over with that. Somebody said that they was talking about making a fourth fight. Fuck no. Would you watch that shit?
Hell no. I actually don't see like a 1 minute four fight and shit like that. Like, what, do y'all want to see like one of these fighters get like like a lifelong injury or some shit like that?
I
Like,
think so.
I don't know. That was what that take? That was Ishii Smith bitch ass on Twitter talking about that shit. I'm like, boy, you trying to suck dick because they was calling you a coon for 9 months now. You want to try to seem like you root for black fighters. Bro, I've been watching your Twitter. You hate black fighters.
Yeah, Ishaq Smith, he made himself look like a clown. And then especially with
Yeah,
that Rolly shit talking about he an old school guy, so he ain't gonna talk
man.
on it.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? He talking about something. I just grew up gym talk, stay in the gym. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, my raping a girl got to do with gym talk? What is you talking about, bro? But yeah, I think Rolly going to jail. Tank got a court date coming up in pretty soon, don't he? Yanni Beck in the fight. For all of y'all watching, man, watch this dude, bro. He's pretty nice. I think he might be able to fuck around and beat Demetrius Andre. Wouldn't be surprised if Demetrius pull off the wins. But the dude, nice. He wanted to be back and say, damn, can't hear nobody else. Oh, he left out. Y'all can hear me? I feel like GGG would fight Andre. Like, I feel like it's the easiest to make. They right there, both on the zone and shit like that. They just gotta, they just gotta tell the GGG like, hey, we ain't getting no more fights until you fight Andre. Because they really been like letting him slide, like fighting bullshit like Steve Rose, and then you fight the other motherfucking no hopers and shit like that. And 12 million for this fight, 12 million for that fight. Look, bro, we finna give you $1 million a fight. You want a $12 million payday? Fight motherfucking Demetrius. Plain and simple. Yeah, I think so too. I feel like GGG a few years ago would have put up a good fight, but I always felt like a fighter with good feet would have gave him trouble and shit like that. Most fighters with a good feet would have gave GGG trouble, but I don't know if like GGG power. But I don't know. I was kind of believing in power at first, but then after he fought Jacobs, I was kind of questioning like, do he really hit as hard as everybody trying to make him seem or not? But I don't know. But yeah, a few years ago, GGG would have put up a good fight. Now he just old as shit. I feel like he was better off when he was with Abel Sanchez. He was Abel Sanchez no more. I don't think him and Jonathan Banks is really meshing like that. He might fuck around and lose to Murata. I was with him like, damn, he left up out of here. I'm like, he might be messing up. I don't even know what you
Let me try. Just
All right.
now.
All right. So, y'all, hold on. I got my pops on the live. So, who you got tonight, pops?
I got Bud.
You got Bud.
I got Bud in the ninth round. Knockout.
Ninth round knockout. Y'all hear that, y'all?
Oh, I hear it, man. I've been thinking that too, like ninth round, 10th round knockout.
Not. You know, Porter ain't never been stopped before, so I'm just like, man, that's a bold prediction.
Huh? I got whatever y'all want. Whatever y'all want. And I guarantee you that it doesn't make it past the ninth round.
The ninth round? Okay. Y'all hear that? My pop says ninth round, but
that's $5,000 right in my hand.
I got the same prediction. I think it's like ninth or 10th round. I just see him getting a stoppage, man. I don't know. Like, because he throw his punches from such weird angles, like, that nobody ever see him coming and can brace for him. I see him stopping Porter. I really do. You gonna join the live, Alan? I don't know. I think you on mute, Ryan. We can't hear you.
My bad. I was here talking to my pops. You see, he a Bud fan. I be trying to tell people he a Bud fan, man. He says ninth round knockout. He just told me just now. He says it's not going past 9 rounds, and he
I can
says
see
he
that.
always gets it right. So he says he always gets it right. What do y'all think?
I think I can see it, man. I can truly see it.
You can see it.
Yeah. See, I'm watching this fight right here because dude in the gold shorts, that's Yanni Beck. And that's who finna be Demetrius Andre's Mando. I feel like he can beat Andre, but I'm watching him fight this dude who can move well, and I'm starting to change my opinion. Looking too good, Yanni. He said if it's a stoppage, it'd be on first half of the fight. I could see. I keep getting this feeling that Porter might get knocked down at the beginning of the fight, like first round, second round, not get knocked down. I think the ring's supposed to be with like 18. Who the fuck he messaging me? Mm. Mm. Yanni, but he kind of look like GGG fighting style to me. And in his face, I don't know why all them niggas from over there look alike. All them niggas that come from over there favor each other. Yanni back don't cut the ring off as good as GGG. That's one thing. Mm.
My bad, y'all. I was just getting these wings. Hold on, give me a second.
This dude fighting to survive. He ain't trying to win.
Yeah. Had to get
You want
these
to get them wings,
steams
huh?
so we can watch this fight, man.
Getting them wings.
Say this guy's supposed to beat West. Become possible. You got every advantage now. If it's a stoppage, you'll be 1-3. Yeah, I just don't see Butts. I mean, I can't say that I can't see him doing it, but I'm saying like that's a tough task that you guys are asking for. Because you know what they say, the knockout streak stop when you get in tougher competitions.
That's
When you
true.
face tougher competition on that. And right now, Terrence Crawford, he got a real tough task at hand. Sean Porter ain't no slouch. And he got the chin. And he's been hit with some good shots. He's been dropped, but he ain't never been spitting out his mouthpiece dropped. You know what I mean? Spitting your mouthpiece out, walking to the ropes, back and forth, dropped. He ain't never been lights out drop, so
I don't know if that's how it's
we'll
gonna.
see.
I think he might just TKO him. I don't know if he gonna like knock him out cold. I can see a TKO though.
Rest in peace to my cousin, man. He was just at his funeral earlier today. Life
Yeah,
is
what
too
happened, bro?
short. Because they want it to be a dog fight. Said, I just don't think Porter will go out like that. He got an iron chin and he'll keep going to Bud. What Bud should focus on is not brawling. Yeah, I feel like he'll fuck around and yeah, I honestly feel like he's gonna fall into his game plan.
You think Porter gonna make him fight his way?
Yo,
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, no, all I was saying is it's corny because it's like at this level we know you don't have rings this small. They do that for like guys like Berlinga when he fighting somebody that they
yo,
want
I
to
can't
keep
hear
that.
you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear y'all good.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't
Yeah,
hear you. I just think he got his shit muted. So
yeah, no, I was saying they do the small rings for guys like Berlinga when they want to keep that knockout streak going or you want to
right, right,
continue
right.
to highlight a prospect at this high level. You have a bigger ring. Like Spence Porter had usually a medium sized ring. You don't have to have an extra large, but it's usually medium size to where
Right.
Crawford is the puncher. So why give him a ring to where you can't even move around and get away from it for a little bit?
That's
And he
top
got
rank.
that's what I'm saying. And he got the longer reach. So you need to keep your distance. But now you trying to get distance, it's gonna put you into the rope. So it's just bullshit. So now even if you do get the stoppage, somebody like me who like the average person ain't gonna pay attention to that. But somebody like me, I'm gonna be like, why you couldn't do it in the same ring Spence did it? Why you had to take every advantage? People feel like you got the skill, you got top rank, you got the referees.
You got all of the boxing people who paying attention to it that won't Spence Porter. You got the judges. Why you have to do a ring like this if you as good as they say? You know you the puncher, so that favors you. This don't favor Sean Porter because now when he trying to get away from that distance, he gonna be in the ropes. So it's bullshit. So now it's not impossible, but it's even more of an uphill battle. It's bullshit. I wish I would have been.
I
Hey,
don't I don't think it's I don't think that really affects Sean Porter's style. I feel like that affects Bud more often. I mean, I think it affects Bud because the ring is small and Sean Porter has that brawling type of, you know, having a ring so small like that, you won't be able to really box him. You're gonna have to, you might get into that brawl just to get him off of you.
you might get into the brawl, but if Sean Porter, you you saying that with the mindset thinking that Sean Porter coming out the brawl, Sean Porter could be coming out the box like he did against Danny, and just brawl in spots. If that was his game plan, now he got to switch the whole game plan because the ring is so small. So you only gonna have a certain amount of space to get away from that distance. I mean, to get away from that reach and stay out of range. So, I mean, the biggest thing, regardless, big ring, small ring, all Sean got to really do is stay on top of that right hand. If he keep his foot on the outside of Bud's front foot when he in southpaw and paw at that right hand, you can pretty much nullify it. And then when he in orthodox, you don't want to make the mistake Amir Khan made trying to go the traditional way away from it. You want to go towards it and stay on top of that right hand. Because if you moving away from it, his arm so long that you will see how he caught Amir Khan. The turn of the torque is almost complete right at your face if you're going away from it. So it's better just to go towards it and stay on top of it. And then whatever coming from that left, it ain't nothing that Sean Porter ain't felt. You just don't want to get caught by the right when he in southpaw, especially because most people think it's like a normal southpaw hitting you with a jab or a check hook. It's not. He is really a right-handed nigga, so all his power is in his right hand. So it shock a lot of people like Kell Brook. You would think it's like a normal, just a jab ain't really too crazy, or a check hook from your hand. It ain't your dominant hand, but when it's coming from your power hand and it's in the front and you're not expecting it, that's why people be getting it be so devastating because it's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Because you're not used to a southpaw having that much power up front. So Kell Brook, he had his foot inside and that check hook is right there. So all he had to do was go over the top, catch him, boom, you down.
Okay. So do you see what the brother D Hive is saying in chat?
Hold on, D Hive a Sean Porter hater, man. Smaller ring favor Sean. Bud needs space to get what Sean. No, but that you saying it, thinking that Sean is coming to bang. Sean might have been coming to box. So now he got to
What
come.
if he ain't coming to box? Because he been telling us he coming to bang.
Yeah, but we
He ain't gonna be able to bang him out all 12 rounds. He gonna have to like box his way inside. I don't think he gonna find it easy to get inside.
It's spots.
You think Crawford gonna show him that he can't bang?
No, I don't think
because he gonna touch him up.
No, I don't think. I think he gonna be. He good. He good inside. It's just if you had a game plan of coming out slower and just in spots, the same way with Danny. It was spots that he banged with Danny, but he didn't bang the whole fight with Danny. And that's I'm saying that because Danny a puncher. So I would think like Kenny kept bringing up all of his recent experiences, he would fight him like he fought the last puncher that he fought. And the last puncher that he fought, he came out boxing, and then in spots he got inside. Later on in the fight, he got inside. It was more contact, but early on, it was more so, Sean Porter boxing. So I don't know. It's just corny, man.
Random topic. Who has more power in their weight division, Porter or Plant?
Porter. I don't think Plant got no Paulies. He ain't got no Bertos. He don't have nothing like that. Like them is like spectacular, get them out of here performances. But I think Plant is a pound for pound fighter. After that fight, I don't think too many fighters go in there with Canelo and do what Plant did. He fought an excellent fight.
You think so?
Yeah. I ain't like all that talking. I seen like, oh, I'm doing
You
great
ain't
at
like
it.
that friendly shit, huh?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, fuck me being friendly for. I don't like that shit either.
Yeah, I want Porter to come out with that Madonna mentality though. I want him very aggressive, on that inside. Like you know how when the ref coming and a lot of fighters wait for the referee, don't wait for the referee. You know how Madonna was just real disrespectful, real extra with Floyd, like it was some personal beef. I want that same type of mentality from Sean. You can't go in there showing no
I
respect.
feel like Bud trying to psych himself up to make it that.
Yeah, I don't see that same energy from Bud either. He a little bit more laid back. He a little bit more laid back. Like even
But
when
you see how he tried to walk up on Sean Porter during the weigh and make it seem like
yeah, he wanted Sean, but Sean know that. So that's why
Sean
Sean
was just laughing like, nigga,
yeah,
get the
yeah,
fuck out of face with this
yeah,
shit, nigga. We come here to fight.
yeah. We ain't doing nothing early, but he know he's not gonna give him no extra edge like that until that once they in the ring, everything goes. But all that extra, you ain't gotta do that with Sean Porter. You gonna get everything you looking for once the fight start. But I just wish Bud had the heart like a Danny, like a Thurman, like a Earl Spence, that he would have a medium sized ring and not this prospect ring.
Shout out to the brother D Hive.
Yeah, what's the deal?
Yo, yo.
How you feeling, man? About Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter.
Yeah, how you feel about this ring situation, DL? You don't think that's some BS? No,
Well, look. So you're saying that the ring is small when, like, first you said that Sean Porter gonna come to box more than he's gonna come to brawl. Then you said that Sean Porter gonna get the knockout.
no,
So I'm confused about that.
the
And then,
TKO.
okay,
TKO.
the TKO for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm sorry. And then you were trying to articulate that it makes no sense for Bud stopping Porter because Porter has never been stopped. But then you saying that Sean Porter going TKO motherfuckers never even lost. So it's just it's a lot of different directions.
You know what I'm saying. But at this level, the ring is never this small. This is a prospect ring, bro.
And honestly, I think that
Do you think it's
Bob
do y'all think it's Bud's fault or Top Rank's fault?
is top rank because
But
top rank don't want Bud to leave with the
I ain't
belt.
gonna lie to y'all. This ring look about normal size.
no, hold on. What you looking at? You looking at the fights right now?
But
Yeah.
even
This
if it
look like
is
the Berlanga fight ring.
even if it is small, that favors Sean. Dude. That favors Sean because
No,
even if Sean was there to box, he boxes in an aggressive, on your toes forward style. And Bud's the one that needs spaces for his punches. He needs space for his punches because he has a longer reach. So the smaller ring favors Sean, bro.
I don't agree. I think Sean need a little bit more space because he got that reach.
But Sean is not usually the one on the back foot, dog.
Sean,
So
Sean mixes it as
Sean's
in
telling us
different
he's about to
fights.
be the aggressor.
that's
No,
all
no,
he does.
he gonna be the aggressor. And no, that's not. He wasn't in the Danny fight. He fought in spots. Why you saying like the Danny fight and Ugas fight ain't happened?
The Ugas fight, he was definitely the aggressor, and that's one of the reasons why he won because he managed to get inside
No, but I'm
Ugas's
saying
reach.
he was boxing in spots though. It wasn't just like he was just coming in like Berto. He was taking his time.
And he took his time more in the Danny fight because Danny is a harder puncher than Ugas. But
But who would you think you would prepare more for Bud? Like you would prepare because you know that power is there. So I would be thinking more towards a Danny type style. Like, okay, this work in a Danny fight. I'm
well,
gonna get my spots.
Danny does not have solid footwork, and Danny doesn't even bend at the waist on the inside. So that's no,
He don't bend at the waist, but we talking about preparing for that type of power, and you just don't run in on that type of power, just like he just didn't run in on Danny.
well, he did a few times, and that's where he had a little bit of success, which is exactly what I'm saying. The small rings, because when he ran in on Danny and hit him with the overhand right, those are the only shots he was landing flush. The same with Ugas, and the same with Spence, to be honest. So him running in, keeping his chin low, and shooting overhand right is what he does most often because he has
But
the most
it's a
success.
little different for this fight. Danny's not known for the straight punches. He's known for the strong hooks and shit like that.
Right.
He's gonna box more against Porter because Porter. I mean, he's gonna box more against Bud because Bud got straight shots.
I think Bud needs to rely on that uppercut because Sean comes in keeping his chin down. If he lands a rear uppercut at the right
Yeah,
time, this shit
that's
is
what I'm
gonna be a
thinking.
wrap.
That's what I'm thinking. D
It's
Hive.
gonna be a wrap.
That uppercut.
That same uppercut he smoked Benavidez with, hit him with that shit. Like just take a half step back when he's coming in, and then wow.
Nah,
You think if Porter hit Bud Flush, he can hurt him?
Yeah, I
yeah,
think so.
Nah,
no,
I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no, no. Yeah, Bud
Yeah,
been
he got
hurt.
hurt.
Bud
He
was
got
hurt
hurt.
by Molina. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
well,
That was at 135 though. This is a whole different weight
Yeah,
class.
but Molina
and
ain't
also
no puncher.
Molina sits on his punches though. Sean Porter takes a lot of power off his punches by being on his toes all the time.
What I think we're
Yeah,
gonna see from
all he got to do
Bud,
is counter him
he gonna
with
throw
right
that
hand.
right hook and circle out a lot.
I think it's gonna be a lot of holding though, for sure, especially with the smaller ring. A lot of holding. Hold on.
Speaking of resumes, you know what's weird? Why is it that even though Kell Brook beat Sean Porter, this fight is the toughest fight for Bud, but Bud beat the person that beat Sean Porter.
I don't even entertain that resume garbage because it leads in circles. Like it don't make no sense.
Yeah, you see what
I
I'm talking about? And I be
I,
trying to tell niggas Styles make fights, and they be like, "Well, resume, well,
No,
I
no,
keep
resume,
I
no.
keep going
resume."
Styles
back.
make fight,
I
but that
keep
was
going
prime
back to
Kell
Triple
Brook.
G. Triple G had no resume. He beat the shit out of Canelo. Deverenchenko had no resume. He beat the shit out of Triple G. That shit's dumb. Like the resume argument is just to keep fights from happening. It's stupid.
How Triple G ain't had no resume? He got his ass whipped by Danny Jacobs. He lost
Danny
it.
Danny Jacobs was the only name on his resume. That's not saying much. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? He lost to Jacobs, and Kell Brook was one of the best fighters in the world. You hating on Kell Brook? You gotta stop
Dude,
that.
I'm
Yeah,
no.
but
You gotta stop
I'm
that.
not
the
rating.
difference between those two is
I'm not
yes,
rating Kell
Styles
Brook
makes
super
fight,
high.
but when two people are at a certain level, that's when Styles make fights. But when two people at two different levels and shit like that, Styles don't really make fights no more. Like if you got a C level pressure fight in with a fucking A+ boxer, Styles don't fucking make fights no more. Cause like stylistically, an A+ pressure fighter should be the A+ boxer.
Uh,
Like I mean, like
I don't know.
like
But
I don't
Sean
think
seriously,
he's a
Porter
why
better
is
is
fighter
held
Kell
than
against Bud.
Brook?
Floyd.
Why is Sean Porter a harder fight for Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford beat the person that beat Sean Porter?
Well, that was a that we
Oh,
can all say that was a physically and psychologically washed version of Kell Brook. That's perfectly fine to say, but like I said, I just don't entertain the resume nonsense. The resume
Mm-hmm.
nonsense is fucking nonsense. Like, oh, this person had no resume. This person has no. I'm like, yeah, upsets fucking happen, and you never know till you know. The person can't get a damn resume if all the fans are like they have no resume, so they can't develop their resume. Like that's just
It's
stupid.
kind of like a job saying like, "Oh, you don't got no experience." Well, shit, how am I gonna get experience if you don't want to give me a fucking job?
Exactly, and even when jobs do that, that's just code for discriminatory hiring. And that's why boxing mimics the real world. White dudes just get to go ahead and get it. Niggas need to show a resume. What the fuck is that? Like it don't make no sense.
well, Mubatu ain't no white dude, so
Who
I
the
mean,
fuck Mobutu beat to fight Canelo over
Exactly.
Charlo and Andre?
Akuna Matata. He literally be nobody. It's funny because someone tried to say that Andre has faced no world champions, and I was like, that's interesting. Neither did Makabu, Liam Smith, Yildirim, and a bunch of other people. So do you want to try that again? And then they just fucking stop. And I'm like, yeah, you guys keep bringing up that resume bullshit. It don't mean something. It don't mean anything.
But
Just
then be
say
like, I hate the
not
politics
resume
in
definitely
boxing.
means so.
resume means something when you're talking about career accolades or the Hall of Fame or some shit like that. When it comes to
No.
determining
No,
who's gonna win a fight,
for some fighters, you can't just make a broad statement. For everybody, it doesn't. But for some people, it does. Some people need that preparation for that stage. Some people say like, I wasn't ready for the first time I was on the stage, but the next time I was on the stage in all different sports. Sometimes resume matters. Sometimes it doesn't. It just
well,
depended on fighter.
you can't compare boxing to all different sports. You have to make it comparable. So
I just
I
did.
know you.
No, I just did. I just did.
I know, and
Yeah.
those metaphors like you do with boxing. I
No,
mean, like
no.
you do with
I'm saying
basketball, they're horrible.
it's your opinion, but you could just say, in my opinion, you can't do that. But you can't say I can't do it. I just did it. I do it all the time. A lot of other people do it. So it's not,
Just because a lot of people do something doesn't mean it's good and or successful.
and it don't mean it's bad. Just
It
say
actually
your,
does. Like
it just no. I'm
a
saying
lot of
just
people,
say
a
in
lot
your
of people
opinion,
smoke cigarettes.
in your opinion,
It's stupid and it
right? No,
smells
but
and
just
it's
say
not healthy.
in your opinion. It's just that's
You
all it is. It's your opinion.
You comparing an individual sport to a team sport is not
I
applicable.
never said
If
I
a,
could have been talking about soccer. I could have been talking about
it's
tennis. I could have
all
been talking
equally not
about swimming.
applicable. It's just like
I
when you
could have been
tried to
talking
make an
about
argument
gymnastics.
about boxing versus basketball. None of that worked, and people
No,
were
no,
telling
it
you
did.
it
No,
wasn't
no, no,
working.
no, no. It don't work to you.
No,
But you not.
plenty of
You,
people,
no, no, no. I'm saying you
plenty
not.
of people in
No,
the
you
chat
don't.
were telling you
No,
that it
no,
wasn't
no, no. I
working.
don't care with plenty of people. I didn't see
It
plenty.
doesn't
I
work.
heard you. I only heard
You're
you.
saying that you have a
I only heard
consensus
you though.
agreement, and you don't have a consensus agreement.
No, I don't have your agreement, but that don't mean nothing.
That's perfectly fine, but you keep
Right.
comparing boxing to
Right. I can
basketball.
compare it to I want to. If you don't agree, you don't have to agree,
That's
my nigga.
absolutely fine. Yeah.
Right.
So
All right.
look,
So just saying your opinion, because that's all it is, nigga.
no, it's a fact. You're comparing an
Nigga, no,
individual
it's
sport
not a fact. It's
to a
not a
team
fact.
sport.
It's
Doesn't
not a
make
fact.
any sense.
It's not a fact.
If it was group boxing, you would have a point. You're
It's
comparing
not a
boxing
fact.
to
I
basketball.
done heard Floyd compare him and LeBron. It's not a fact.
Yeah, and probably money being made. Yeah, sure.
No, not money being made, career accolades. I done heard Floyd compare him and LeBron on Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, fantastic. They both win a lot.
Okay, you just said you can't do it. I just showed you something.
I said you
The
cannot
all-time
compare the
great.
practice of the sport of boxing to basketball.
It's been done, bro. Just say in your opinion and go ahead with your opinion, and that's cool.
So you can train for boxing like you train for basketball. Okay.
That Brook was washed. Okay,
Okay.
so
Train the same.
so who do y'all think? What does Andre have to do to get a fight?
I'm
What?
not interested in Andrew or Charlo fighting Canelo at this point. It makes no sense.
Who
Eddie
should they
Eddie
fight then? Just each other?
Eddie Hearn and DAZN got to stop paying Triple G for doing bullshit. If you keep incentivizing him with big paydays for Steve Rhodes, he never gonna do nothing. But tell him he ain't gonna get paid, and the only way you gonna get paid is fight Andre. That's pretty much it. If they don't do that, they're gonna keep going around
If
him.
you
But
telling me I can get paid up to $5 to $10 million, $20 million to fight a random nigga from Canada,
that's what I'm saying,
why the hell would I be trying to fight this hard ass dude?
right? So they incentivizing the duck. If they keep incentivizing the duck, then that's what's gonna happen.
And then they got their own media staff trying to cover for them too.
It's
I
clear
mean,
that they want to
let's
keep
be
Triple G
honest.
away from people.
If they
So
told him they not giving him no money for that, one way you gonna get your money is Andre. What stops him from retiring?
exactly, it's clear at this stage in his
Then
career he doesn't want
yeah,
to do
you can't force
that.
somebody to fight somebody.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't. It ain't the zone. It ain't Eddie Hearn. It's GGG. Motherfucker don't want
especially
to fight you. Motherfucker don't want to fight you.
especially if it's a title unification and not a mandatory situation. Him not fighting Andrew isn't going to result in him being stripped or anything, so he could just sit there and keep his belt.
What do you think about that statement from Andre and Eddie Hearn?
I thought Andrew
That
was right to talk about Chris Mannix.
that they
Always talk. Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, they said that they offered Canelo $40 million to fight Andre,
I, I
and
I
Canelo said nah.
I believe it because if he had actually just beat up Andre, he'd actually be making history and be two-time undisputed simultaneously in men's boxing. But instead, he's doing what five other dudes already did against subpar opposition. Like it's being two-time undisputed. Like people are literally making the argument, oh, he turned down being the first two-time undisputed simultaneously while active boxer in history because Andre sucks and he would beat him too easily. Like when you say that, that sounds like some schoolyard bullshit. Oh, I'd beat your ass, but it'd be way too easy. Like what? Like it just doesn't make sense. And then people keep trying to say it was different sides of the street. People forget that Canelo sued both DAZN and Golden Boy for the right to be a free agent. So Canelo isn't owned by DAZN. He just has DAZN feature and distribute his fights. He could have went for anybody at any time. So people say, "Oh, now they're on the same side of the street. The fights can be made." It's like it was never a same sides of the street fucking argument. You could do that for Andrade and Charlo, but you could never do that for Andrade and for Andrade and Canelo because that was never the point.
You gotta respect Canelo's hustle. Look at this shit though. This nigga, it's not like he just got the judges. He has a whole sanctioning body backing him,
I just wish
making
he
shit
would
shift
tell
for him.
I just wish he would tell his fans what it really is. Here's the direction I'm taking. I'm at a point where I plan on retiring in probably 4 to 5 years, and you know what? I'm just gonna make this money, and I don't want long-lasting brain damage or to go through the humiliation of loss again or anything like that. So I'm gonna just do me. If he came out and said that, I'll never say another bad thing about Canelo. But instead,
And people get mad because they be like, "Why are you talking about Canelo?" Well, this is the guy that y'all said is the best.
It's a cult, and I actually made like a crazy comparing meme, and I'm wondering if I should drop it. But it's a cult. It's literally a cult. He has a cult of personality around him. And what's worse is that he hasn't even said much during his entire career. You develop a cult following and you barely even talk. That's scary as fuck. And he's famous for a loss. He's one of those few fighters that's famous for a fucking loss. Like, like.
I wouldn't say that he had popularity before he lost to Floyd.
I mean, all of his only popularity came from people saying Floyd was ducking him.
I ain't gonna lie, because
people said Floyd was ducking him.
Even Say Cheese, do you know what Say Cheese TV is?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Say Cheese TV.
Is that a Twitter page?
Every time they bring up Canelo,
hip hop, they cover hip hop.
Yeah, they from Arlington, Texas, but they become big mainstream now. They doing their thing. But anyways, so every time they post anything about Canelo, they have a lot of casual boxing fans there, and they always post a picture of like Canelo and Floyd, or what Floyd Mayweather said about Canelo. Canelo's name is synonymous with Floyd, and that loss is too.
And a lot of people feel like Canelo is on the path of passing Floyd Mayweather, kind of like how LeBron chasing the 30,000 is on the path of passing Michael Jordan.
Accomplished wise, maybe, but that still won't make him the best ever.
Yeah. No, I'm saying to us it don't, but I'm saying the next generation, just like our generation, a lot of us feel like LeBron.
True. The next generation come up, they probably consider Canelo the greatest fighter ever. Just like the generations before us consider. To me, I don't really consider Floyd the best ever.
No. I mean, I do think he's the best of this generation. My generation. I guess they're trying to articulate Canelo as next generation when him and Mayweather were in the same generation because they fought. Like they fucking fought. Like they're trying to do whatever they can to erase the Floyd loss and just say, okay, move past that. He's the best, which is why they didn't want to give Triple G his respect. Even though I don't give a fuck about Triple G either. Whole career fought two people.
Fuck Triple G.
Like Triple G is literally one of the most fucking hyped up and protected boxers in history.
To be honest, we wouldn't be saying that about Triple G if they would have been fair in that first fight. If they would have gave him the win that first fight, we wouldn't be saying nothing about him. He beat the shit out of Canelo.
No, I give him his props for beating Canelo.
My thing about Canelo fans is you can't say that Canelo beat Lara and then fuck around and say, yeah, Canelo won the first fight. Hell no. Same fucking damn thing. If you think Lara lost, Canelo lost.
Well, no, I give Triple G his respect, but Canelo is one of the only two people that he fought. Like he fought Danny Jacobs, beat him questionably, and he fought Canelo, which he didn't get his respect. But that's it. He's never been pressured to move up. He's never been pressured to go for undisputed. He's never had any pressure put on him that other people have had. And I don't think that's fair.
To be honest, that's because he was in a good predicament. It was no reason for him to move up when you got the two. You got a Puerto Rican cash cow and you got a Mexican cash cow in your division. So it was no really call for him to move up, really. Like moving up and fighting Andre Ward got him no money at all.
And he was on the pound for pound list for doing next to nothing. I'm still confused about who he was placed on there for fucking beating, especially.
Well, he was placed on there for his accomplishments.
I'm trying to, prior to Danny Jacobs, I'm trying to figure out what that is. He has X amount of title defenses with the IBO, WBA regular, and then he won the WBA super off who? Felix Strum?
Well, he was given that due to somebody vacating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just
Canelo vacated.
Those accomplishments are very, very meager.
He picked up 3 belts, so that'll get anybody really on the pound for pound list. You pick up 3 belts in any division, you're on the pound for pound list.
What about Jermell Charlo?
He's on the pound for pound list.
Currently, where?
Oh, mine. That's the only one I care about.
No, okay. See, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about how the media pushes people, like HBO, ESPN, etc. had Triple G pound for pound for doing exactly that, but Jermell Charlo doesn't get the same respect. You see what I'm saying?
Well, to me, I never really trip over their pound for pound list and who they hype up. They only gonna hype up who brings them in views and who brings them in money. They not really gonna hype up anybody else besides that. To be honest, like you never really seen nobody hype up Andre Ward, even though he was arguably the best fighter in the world for a couple of years and shit like that. But they never hyped him up and shit like that.
Exactly. I'm just pointing out the obvious bias. And then now Bob Arum's trying to push this thing where it's like, oh, y'all just don't sell. I'm like, no, stop the cap. Stop the cap, Bob, because without Wilder, Fury's numbers would be like. I'm curious about Fury's next pay per view numbers if he even fights on pay per view next, because people are trying to say, oh, Fury bailed out Wilder's career. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you see how they switched it up. They was talking about, yeah, Wilder. I mean, Fury, White can come over here. We have a good fight in Vegas and shit like that. And then now they're talking about, oh yeah, it'd be good in the UK. That's because they know no American gives a fuck about Fury unless he fighting Wilder.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I get so pissed off when Bob is trying to push that narrative, like, oh, just the sales aren't good and all that bullshit he talks about Terrence Crawford and all. It's just like, all right,
bro. I don't know why I thought he had Seth Rogen in the locker room with
him. They've been doing a lot of early stoppages tonight. I'm kind of worried.
I justify that last week. He was getting shit beat out of him.
Oh yeah,
going 2 more rounds.
The Endom situation, he was put in there to get Johnny Beck someone to look good against. But even that other one, I mean, I think if you're still punching back, you should be allowed to finish if you can.
Now, to be honest, I think that he was put in there to see how he would look against somebody who moves a lot. I think that was like to see how they like. Should we put him in with Andre or should we not?
Endom was 37, but I understand. I mean, even if he didn't look fantastic, you still give him an Andre shot. Title fight, anything can happen. Fuck around and accidentally, fuck around and get off a lucky shot and knock Andre out.
Right. I think that's how you like shit. Liam Williams buzzed him and shit. We could touch some shit. I put him down.
But it's funny because the president, I think it's the president of the WBO, was on Twitter, and he made a comment. Someone asked him, "Oh, are you gonna mandate Munguia for Andre?" I answered the comment. I was like, "No. He's gonna wait to see how he looks, and if he looks good or knocks out quickly, he ain't mandating shit." And then I asked him today. I was like, "Yo, so you gonna mandate Munguia?" He never got back to me. Yeah, he not gonna mandate shit. He gonna wait for Janet Beck to try to come up and get him a father. He gonna focus Munguia's ass on old ass Triple G or even fucking Charlo.
Let me see. Mendoza is the WBA. Suleiman WBC. IBF is
Peoples.
Right. And the WBA, that's that WBO, his name like Varsiliel or something like that, right?
I'm trying to look it up myself.
WBO.
He's an attorney. I know that. Paco Valcarcel.
Okay.
Yeah. He posted about it. He was like, wait and see. Junior middleweight will move on. And after Boo Boo Andre, great performance. Middleweight division will be on fire. And in 168, surprise. So, yeah, he ain't talking no shit about Jaime Munguia being mandated. Yeah, that's what I thought. Exactly what I thought. That's fucking pathetic, bro.
I don't even think Munguia wanted WBO. You see how they moving him towards the WBC now.
Yeah, dude, it's trash, man. Like, you really gotta wait for somebody to look vulnerable for you to have it's a title shot, bro. You're fucking 25. If you're gonna get beat up, you need to do it now, not when you're fucking older. That's why Triple G trying to avoid ass whooping so much, because he's fucking older. Like, Triple G is almost 40. He ain't trying to get in there with a Charlo-like person now. He's like, shit, Charlo's when I was supposed to do when I was like 25. I ain't doing that bullshit now.
Well, to be honest, I never really viewed that fight as realistic. That's why when people say, "Oh, GG ducking Charlo," I'm like, it was never realistic to me because Charlo said he not fighting on the zone. And Showtime, they got the money for GGG.
Yeah, they wouldn't just. I mean, I'll say I don't even think if the opportunity was there, Triple G would fight him. But yeah, the opportunity was never presented.
Keith Thurman is gonna have to tie.
I said the same shit. People worried about what Keith Thurman was doing with his career. I'm like, why? Well, welterweight division is fine. We trying to get a fucking Thurman fight for whatever reason. I mean, not a Thurman fight, a fucking Spence fight. Like that's about to happen. Everybody's busy. Crawford's busy, Spence busy, Porter busy.
He fuck around and get that Earl fight.
Thurman?
Yeah,
Oh wow! Earl said he don't want no tune-ups. They trying to make Virgil Ortiz the fucking Mando with this bullshit eliminator with Avanesian. Even though I think they're just trying to keep Virgil Ortiz busy while Spence is doing what Spence is doing. But yeah, I don't see Earl suddenly fighting Thurman.
he not gonna fight Ortiz because the zone's gonna push for that purse vid, so it'll be on the zone.
Nah, he's not gonna fight Ortiz because Ortiz fuck around and beat his ass.
You
Especially
think
after the
so?
yeah, especially after the way when he was fighting Collazo. I was like, nah. I was like, because I went back and watched that Collazo fight and then the Pacquiao situation. I'm like, nah, you probably should just go ahead and park it, Keith. If you can't get the Spence fight, just go ahead and take it easy. It's been one.
Yeah, he too small for 154. So like I thought maybe they'd bring him up there for Danny Garcia, get a rematch at 154, but I don't even see that happen.
I don't even want to see Danny Garcia go up to 154. You need to sit his lame ass down somewhere. I know he's trying to avoid becoming a gatekeeper, but like, you need to just go ahead and park it, bruh. It's been one. If you feel like you can't compete or you feel like you got to go up to 154 and you need a direct title shot, like he's asking for Jamel Charlo. I'm like, what? Baby, you skipping a line? You ain't got no franchise title. Better sit your ass down somewhere.
Y'all think Charlo should just move up to 168?
Jamal,
Yeah.
if he can get shit, if he can get the Andre fight, I think he should make that just to see what's good with that. If he can get like, let's say Triple G fuck around and lose, if he can get Murata, that would be nice. But after that, I mean, yeah, only threats up there are Morel, Benavidez, and my dark horse Chris Embley. I got to see how he do this December, but I got Chris Embley as my dark horse. I hope y'all keep sleeping on him. K Rod said he's not that good, but we'll see. We'll see K Rod.
No, I don't think Bud versus Taylor is next, but it
Oh
could be.
hell no, man! Taylor, man, if Taylor don't shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere, Taylor needs to fight Tank. Bob was talking about Teofimo Lopez versus Tank next year. I hope that fight happens. I doubt it considering how Tank is being moved, but hopefully we
Yo,
can
did you hear what Bob said about Oscar Valdez and
bro.
Navarrete Shakur Stevenson?
Yeah,
Man,
he ain't trying to cap for Valdez. Valdez is a bitch. We all know this.
Bob Ehrman's old as hell. Okay, he get irritated with shit. He ain't finna lie for nobody. If you ducking, you best hope they don't ask Bob about that shit because he gonna spread the motherfucking news.
Yeah, I mean the man took steroids for fucking Burchell, who already got slept by a nobody. Like man, that got pussy written all over it, bro. That man, why they in the locker room praying? The fuck is this? I don't like that energy, Porter clan. It's not good energy. And contrary to popular belief, I am not a Porter hater. I'm not a Porter hater. I picked Porter to beat Brooke. I picked Porter to beat Ugas, and I picked Porter to beat Danny Garcia. So I am not no damn Porter hater. I don't want that energy put on my name. Do not hate Sean Porter.
I just hope this pay-per-view do like 500, 600 buys, so these dudes get paid good. So Porter can go ahead and retire.
And this is a career. Isn't this like a career high for Bud? Like six million guaranteed.
Nah, he been getting 6 with the pay-per-view added on top. So
Oh, I thought he'd been getting like so he'd been getting 4 guaranteed usually plus some back end.
yeah, he gets 4 or 5 or 6 a fight. That's why when people like, oh man, Aaron being cheap, but I'm like, he makes around the same amount of money as Errol Spence. I don't think people really like truly know that with this contract, he make the same money as Errol Spence.
Who the hell is this idiot? Oh my god, weird black Canadian dude. Oh my goodness. Get this sideshow Bob ass looking nigga off my screen, please. No, but Alan, definitively to answer your question, I do not think that Bud versus Taylor is next. I mean, shit, we got to get past this shit. To be honest,
I don't think so either. I think Taylor is going to stay at 140 and wait for Tiafimo. I really feel like he wants to fight Tiafimo because he knows he can beat the shit out of him.
yeah, he'll fold Tiafimo. I don't know why Tiafimo's so excited to go up. Like,
I don't think he is. I think he was just talking to stop people trying to pressure him with a Haney or a Loma rematch. I don't think he truly wants to fight Taylor.
hell no, he better fucking skip and try to. Honestly, Tiafimo best bet is probably to try to skip over all that shit and go to 154 because your win streak is gonna be real narrow at 140 and 147. Too many people beat your ass in those divisions.
Yeah, and the shit you've been saying, they not letting you move up to 140 and fight lower than like lower level. Like, nah, they want that Taylor fight. You stopped all that shit. Go do that shit, man.
Yeah, the fucking shit. Gary Antoine Russell, Subriel Matias, Regis Prograis. Like, I don't know if Tiafimo could beat any of those fucking people. So he's talking about, oh, let me go straight to Taylor for undisputed, try to get a lucky shot off, and then if I get that, I'm gonna just go ahead and I don't know, do something else for a while, fight some bums.
Hey, man, y'all be smooth. My fan get up off here. I'm gonna enjoy these fights and shit like that. I'm gonna still be in the chat, though.
All right, for sure. Oh, where the fuck did Artman go? I don't want to be hosting this shit by myself. But I'll hold it down while he.
Eating wings right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to get on here and be too dry. So, who win Crawford Senior versus Kenny? I, I don't know about that one. I don't even. I'm not even sure what Bud's father looks like. To be quite honest, but nah, it's crazy. If y'all are watching the fights right now, the current dude named Volney from fucking Canada looking like Sideshow Bob. I honestly hope he don't win because I don't want nobody looking like Sideshow Bob to win this damn fight. Yeah, Alan, they are forcing history.
Yo, my fucking phone died, bro.
Oh, shit, it did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, keep on cooking though.
Midwest said he's gonna duck out but be in the chat. I think Trap Media got annoyed.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't trying to be rude either. I was just saying that a lot of the comparisons that he was making didn't make any sense. Like even the one where he was talking about how it makes sense for Porter to knock out Crawford, despite the fact that Crawford has never lost, but it's implausible that Bud can knock out Porter on the basis that Porter has never been stopped. I'm sorry, as a person who deals in logic, that didn't seem consistent. I wasn't trying to be an asshole.
You know, my pops said that he thinks Porter gonna get stopped in the 9th round, and I told him, I said, Pops, you know that is a strong statement, and he was like, he just thinks that Crawford is just that good, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because even me, I don't think Porter's getting stopped.
But if he does, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but just for a person that has never been stopped before, I just can't see it happening because
Yeah,
it's never been stopped before.
yeah, and I'm not saying that Bud can't get stopped. Bud can easily get stopped, especially we've seen his chin issues. We know who Sean Porter is, and because the ring is small. So Trap and I agree on a lot of stuff. I don't know why I just called out the basketball thing, and some of the shit didn't make any sense to me. I just like it
Oh
was
no,
just
it's just with boxing, he's very passionate.
that's fine. I only get passionate about boxing when I got money on the line. Outside of that, it's just a sport that I watch.
Man. But anyways, I'm about to end this live though. I'm gonna probably do one after the fight.
All right, for sure.
But shit, I'm gonna hit you, bro. Stay safe.
All right, you too. Later.